To snack or not to snack? Well, now, isn't that just the million-dollar question? I get asked so many times from clients whether they should just have the 3 square meals a day or to snack frequently and eat smaller meals throughout the day. So we're gonna crack the code on this one today. I'm Taylor Wessel, nutritionist of Tailored Health, and each week on Wednesdays, I get on here and share a simple tip with you that can help you to be your healthiest self, whether that's to lose weight, to gain energy, or just to feel better overall and more balanced. So stay tuned each week, and if you like these videos, feel free to share them or like them at the bottom. So, back to the topic at hand, and we are talking everything snacking. So my philosophy on this is, because I see so many women who are struggling with weight and struggling with overeating and over snacking around that 4 or 5 o'clock mark, or when they get home from the day, whether they're out running errands or out at work all day, and then they can't come home and it's like they can't control themselves. And the reason behind that is oftentimes when I peel back the layers that they're not eating enough at the beginning part of the day. These are the ones who grab coffee and go out the door and don't have time for lunch. Maybe they grab a bar or they grab a smoothie and that's all they're having throughout the day. Maybe they grab a handful of nuts, but it barely contributes enough to get to their full caloric load for the day. And you have to eat to lose too, and it's really important to keep your blood sugar stabilized throughout the day. So while I am a huge fan of intermittent fasting, and check out that video if you haven't seen it yet, I do truly believe during your eating window, it's important to not go too long without eating. So when I say that, I would say every 3 to 4 hours, less for some people who are adrenally fatigued or feel hypoglycemic or like they get really hangry, myself included, when they go too long without eating. It's more important to possibly close that window to eating every 2 to 3 hours. If you're somebody who feels full and fine going that full 4, maybe even 5 hours without eating, but I'd really try for every 3 to 4 hours eating a little something, but don't force it if you don't feel like you need to. So my approach when it comes to the snacking thing is to try to have smaller meals. It's easier on digestion, smaller, simpler meals, so you don't want to combine a lot of things at each meal. And I will do a video on food combining just to kind of break down what that means. But if you have a breakfast at say 7 o'clock, maybe at 10 o'clock, you have a little something in your system, whether it be a good quality protein bar like Primal Kitchen or a handful of roasted chickpeas from the Good Bean. Love those, great for constipation and keeping you full for longer, and great for that crunchy, salty fix. So you have that 10 a.m. snack to carry you until 12 or 1 o'clock when you get to eat the lunch. If you went from that 7 o'clock to 12 or 1 o'clock, that's going 5 to 6 hours without eating, and you're going to be hangry by that point and probably overeat and overburden your digestive system. Just my philosophy. There's tons of other viewpoints out there that say you should go longer without eating and it helps to rebuild your digestive enzymes. I just find with most of my clientele, they're not eating enough at the beginning part of the day, and then it sneaks up later on, and that's what we really have to look at, is the whole picture. Whether you can make it through the morning on nothing or not, it's what happens in that mid-afternoon or right before dinner or after dinner where you just can't stop yourself. So 7 a.m., then 10 a.m. snack, 7 a.m. breakfast, 10 a.m. snack, and then lunch around 12 or 1 o'clock. And then if you're not eating dinner until 6 or 7 o'clock, okay, again, that's a huge chunk of time. So maybe you throw a little snack in there like an apple, an organic apple with nut butter, like almond butter, possibly you do sunflower seed butter, no peanut butter, and we'll talk about that in another video. Or you're doing pumpkin seeds, or let's see what else. If you're somebody who can tolerate yogurt, possibly a Greek yogurt, great source of protein and healthy fats, especially since I recommend going for full fat versus going for non-fat when it comes to dairy products. So you have something around that 3 or 4 o'clock mark. If you feel like you need a little booster, possibly having some organic, at least 70% cacao content dark chocolate in that mark, just to kind of get you through the rest of your day and give you a little bit of a boost in a natural way without having too much sugar. Really, the whole goal is to keep blood sugar balanced here. So in these snack periods, you're not trying to overload on dried fruit or whatever candy bar Sue Ann Ellen has on her desk when it's not Halloween and it's just the average Tuesday. So really making sure to get in some healthy fats and proteins at every single meal to keep you stabilized with blood sugar throughout the day. And then you have dinner, the earlier the better, so that you can go into a little bit of a fast at night, preferably 12 hours every single day from dinner, when you end dinner, to breakfast the next morning. And then you start it all over again. So in conclusion, when it comes to whether to snack or not to snack, I find it more beneficial. I'm seeing so many people who are skipping the snacks and just trying to eat those 3 square meals and ending up just overeating later in the day. So we have to add in those healthy snacks, at least 1 a day, to just help keep them more balanced, to avoid that late night snacking. And just remember, your metabolism is naturally slowing as the day goes on. So you start out strong and then it tapers because your body is getting ready for bed at night. But as Americans, we're eating our largest meal at the end part of the day and overburdening our systems. Our metabolisms are slowed, and then we're going to bed with a full stomach, and we're waking up the next morning feeling bloated and groggy, and we're wondering why we're gaining weight or stalling with our weight loss. So we have to look at what's happening in the beginning part of the day, and snacking, I truly feel, can help. Eating more frequently and making sure you're getting in protein and healthy fats, which will help you to not be so hungry so often. We're really trying to get insulin sensitivity here. So the snacking approach or not, it's all individual. You have to kind of play around with it, but I find more often than not, it does help to throw in at least 1 snack a day, especially for the working professional who's coming home and they're hangry and they're turning to that wine, and then the willpower is down and they're snack attacking before dinner, and then they're sweet treating after dinner. So find what works best for you, try different things, experiment, and let me know. Leave a comment below. Are you a snacker, or do you do better on 3 square meals a day? And if you're one or the other and you dabble, let me know if it works for you. I love to hear the feedback, and I also, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot them my way. I'll do a video special for you. And if you like this video, share it or give me a like. It really helps me to know what to create more content on, to help you guys just do that little bit better. And stay tuned for next Wednesday's video, where I'll share another simple tip or kind of debunk whatever health trends are out there, or kind of offer you some clarity on the confusing world of nutrition.